Okay, so it's summertime, and what I have on hand right now in terms of Sync Wars is just about everything I'm going to have for all three banners. So this better go well. Like, obviously 1500 should be more than enough for 3 SSRs, but sometimes things go poorly and I can't afford that to happen. Without further ado, let's get started. So Garrett is of course like a really bad servant in terms of gameplay, so luckily I don't have to feel bad about only getting one copy, so I hope I get lucky and get Merlin first, and that would be a pretty nice looking Zenobia, if I do say so myself. But yeah, for the other two banners, I kind of hope that I get extra copies of the 4-star servant. Like, I'm not specifically going to go out of my way to get them, but like if I get 5 copies of Samo Eris or Samo Vusetian, I'm not going to say no to either of those. Garrett, I could not care. Like, extra copies are absolutely might as well not exist. Which probably means that this first banner is going to go all the way to Pity, and I'm going to get 27 copies of Garrett on the way. I have been alarmingly lucky lately in terms of SSRs, and only SSRs, really. So I guess sooner or later it's going to be time for that to balance out. Now, Proto Merlin, Lady Avalon, a completely new and unique character, is someone that I wouldn't mind getting extra copies of. I mean, that's true for all three of them, but she especially benefits a lot from extra copies. So I would like for that to happen, but it is what it is. They really mastered the how to make support servants desirable by now. Like back in the day, you would get one Merlin, you don't want any more because the effect that you get for extra NP levels just isn't worth it. It doesn't do like anything. By now they've realized that you need to give a support servant a damaging NP or some really good effects to go with it. And in this case, it's the rarer of the two options, and that is to make the effects actually relevant. The NP gain per turn scales on NP level, and so does the max HP up, which isn't as important, but without it, she's going to come short off of regular Merlin, so you kind of want that still. And that would be the first copy of Twin Tails. I don't remember if this is a CE that I need to care about, but they made it specifically for me, so there is that. And that's the last of the CEs that are on this banner. There's of course the male CEs, but I'll just have to work on that afterwards. And perfect. Now just give me a quick Garrett and we can flee. Yeah, I was going to check what Twin Tails actually does, but then I got distracted by that. As I was saying, the male CEs are gonna be on the second and third banner on like a 50-50 basis with the female ones, so I'm obviously not going to be rolling the male banner no matter what. And would you look at that, I've already gotten like more Xufus from this banner than Ark's banner after 600 Sync Wards. Miserable. Give me all of the Xufus, thank you. So yeah, Lady Avalon is of course basically an arcade character, which just brings to the attention that North America is never going to understand the deep story of arcade, which is required for the collab event, and okay. I know people love hearing it, but I just don't need K-scopes. That could have been another Twin Tails, which I just checked. Nah, it's okay, I guess. I'd probably get it to level 100 because it's not like I have anything else to get to level 100. But yeah, no, the arcade collab barely even requires you to know anything about the arcade because the plot of arcade is like 10 minutes long. So back in the day they did the thing with CCC where they told the players that yeah they'll make a reasonable summary of the plot of CCC for the collab event, and it was like 2 paragraphs that answered nothing. And that's a double-sided saber, so I think we're done. Okay, well, this was a very short video. I am not drawing more than this, so... We'll continue once the second banner drops. Makes me feel a lot better about my chances on actually sweeping through. I think I was saying something about arcade, but, you know, it is what it is. I already forgot. Right. They could probably just make a 2-paragraph blurb of what the arcade is and it would actually be sufficient. Doesn't look like we can get anything exciting in the close here, so... Yeah, I'm super happy with how these rolls went. 310 rolls, perfect. Couldn't ask for more. With that, we're done. I guess you should subscribe or something if you want to see the next one of this epic trilogy that's going to somehow go hilariously poorly. Until then, toodles, I guess. Why do I say that?